Yes, sir. And we are live. What is up, my guys? Welcome back to the Late Talks. We have addicts here today. We about to good news. Not good news, but kind of.
1 second, everyone. Minor
Hiccups.
interlude.
Yo, what?
Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Late Talks. I'm your host, or one of them,
Word.
and Brian.
Yo, straight in my face, bro. It was like right here.
How's everyone's day going? The weekend has started. It is Friday for everyone in New Jersey. For everyone else, well, welcome to Jersey time.
Or East Coast.
Yeah,
East Coast were the best.
Yo, this mic fucking blends in with my shirt. It's like I'm talking to nothing.
You talking? It does blend in with your shirt though. It does. Yo, but
I'm gonna have to buy more sunglasses for all of us because I think it's gonna be a thing on the podcast.
I mean, I have glasses.
I found like a cheap bundle of like those multicolored ones with the fucking colored ass frames. Yeah, I'm gonna buy a lot of those.
I won't be able to see. You know?
Do you really need to?
Not really.
Just face the direction of who's talking.
True.
Although I will say, if there's any funny shit that's actually like visibly going on, you'll be fucked.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that might be bad for you.
Yeah, I won't be able to reach out either.
So everyone, sorry it's been so long. A lot of shit has been going on, but we are back for another news update. And this one tonight, everyone, is a fucking doozy. There's a lot of shit that has been going on in the world recently this week and last week. And we're going to cover the most important that we think should be mentioned. Yeah. With further ado, first topic. You literally haven't even heard of this one, have you?
Nope.
The Spain invaders?
No. I did not hear not one word of it at all.
Do you catch that?
Yeah.
Space invaders, All right. Let's play this shit. So, do I play it first, then switch over, or switch over first? I have no fucking idea. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, I switch over.
Okay, so let's go to that one. All right, everyone.
Now it's just doing that.
Wait,
play out the video real quick.
Oh, there we are. Okay, cool.
Yeah, we're good.
So everyone. So Spain has been invaded by people from Morocco. And Spain's recent policy is that they are going to allow open border immigration and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so literally there have been swarms. Like within a day, 50,000 Moroccan dudes.
What the fuck?
That just swarmed Spain.
Just dudes.
They destroyed the streets. They broke into people's apartments. They broke into stores and stole shit. Like they've just been causing a fucking havoc, and it's unreal. So like, take a look at this video.
After conversation.
Not this one. I don't know who this is.
Navam, the number one rated business platform, lets your
actually no, I don't. I'm sorry, God.
You know this is just.
Why are you still using bots for your meetings? How else am I going to remember what happened? Just use granola.
Like, okay, it's just not on my side.
With granola, you get all the benefits of a new.
All right, here we go. First day.
Are they?
Because they're escaping the police. Look at this. They're all coming in from the coast. No one knows. They just fucking flooded in. They've overrun a fucking coastal, probably, vacation spot. Look at this. All dudes. There's no women. all fighting age. And then there's also like younger. Like first night, they lit a fucking car on fire on the highway.
So there's this video, and then there's also this one. Oh wait, I gotta fucking redo this. Okay, 1 second, everyone. Minor.
Whoa.
There we go.
What's playing?
Wait. There it is.
Local officials say at least 34 people died, most by drowning, as crowds came across by land and sea on Thursday. Just take a look at these extraordinary
a bunch of people have died
images.
already.
They swim.
I mean, Ceuta now juts out into the sea from Morocco and has long been a target for migrants trying to reach Europe. Here's a look.
Where they invaded was up north.
Scenes there.
It's unclear swam across the little channel.
The sudden rush. Spain's prime minister suggesting it was fueled by a recent Spanish Supreme Court ruling on migrants arriving by sea. The surge is already deepening divisions over migration in Europe. The crowds, mostly made up of young men, celebrated as they entered Spanish territory. Take a listen to what one young man was saying.
Very happy to be here. It's been a very tough experience to go from the ocean. It was very tough. The police officers tried to stop us, but our will and our determination, we could came here.
CNN's Nado Bashir is joining us now live from London. And Nado, I mean, we've seen significant numbers of migrants cross over into Ceuta.
The cops try to stop us, but due to our determination and our will, we avoided the cops. Yeah, that sounds great. Not only that, there's a bunch of like citizens who have been interviewed and they're like, yo, we're fucking terrified. Like, imagine you're just going about your business in town, like in your hometown, you're going about your business, and then all of a sudden 50,000 foreigners not speaking your language just fucking bum rush your city.
That is insane, though. I don't understand, why are they running from? Can we look that up, actually? Why are Moroccans like migrating to Spain right now?
Why are they in Spain?
Like, what's going on in Morocco that there's 50,000 migrants?
How do I pull this up? Let's do. Oh, first off, let me do this. Sorry, everyone. There we go. Yeah, so first off, let me exit those out. Here, I'll ask. Oh. Here we go. I'll ask AI Perplexity. Not a sponsor, everyone. Just a very useful
tool.
Yeah, at least for information. How do you want to word this exactly?
Why are Moroccans migrating from Morocco to Spain?
Let's see. Why are Moroccans
migrating to Spain?
To Spain. I am fucking slow at typing. To Spain for better economic, higher wages. High youth unemployment. That explains a lot. Why a lot of those kids look fucking young as shit. Because there's no work for them. Because they all probably have fucking degrees in bullshit jobs. Limited job prospects, especially in northern regions near Ceuta. Okay, so there's no jobs there for them either. And the collapse of informal cross-border trade. There we go. So they used to have, instead of formal like border trades to help out like their economy and shit, it was like informal. So it was like we're not really supposed to be doing business with you, but here.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And so Spain decided that they were going to cut off business with them, supposedly what this is saying. Don't know if it's fact or fiction.
Yeah.
I'm just giving everyone what it says. And I assume that by cutting off the trade deal, they got fucking pissed, whoever they are. And it's like, hey, we're just going to start sending dudes over now. I'm assuming. But they also have very lax border laws anyway, because they're just one of those countries like UK.
Yeah.
It just so happens that this part of Spain is like right next to the fucking Morocco. Labor demand in Spain, geographic proximity.
They don't even need a visa to enter Spain. Since 1985, before 1985, actually.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, it's fucking nuts. I don't know why they would do that. Like the other, so aside from that, because of this, Italy made a formal announcement that they're closing off any kind of like immigration, I think, from Morocco or just in general, out of fear that they're going to start like coming out toward there. Because I think they're close by too, geographically.
Spain is up here, and Italy is right here.
Hold on, I want to see if I can pull that up.
It's a little distance.
I'll just get my phone. I'm not gonna bother anyone by flipping in and out of tabs this fast. Here it is. All right. How close is Italy to Spain? Fairly close. The straight line distance is about 853 miles by road.
Well, it's a little bit further.
If you want, I can tell you the distance between specific cities like Rome and Madrid. Well, get the fuck out of here. I don't need that shit.
You see the distance for border to border.
That's crazy, though. Yeah, it's that close. I mean, everywhere in Europe you can get to by car.
Yeah, because you have to understand, Europe is like the United States, but the United States is just one big ass country.
Well, a lot of those countries, at least the small ones that are close together, at most, I think, are as big as like
Jersey.
Yeah. No. Well,
the biggest I see.
The ones on the bottom.
Like
I'm
Texas.
thinking of the ones on the bottom left.
Like Texas, then?
Well, the ones on the bottom left, once you start going like further out east, like Austria is probably about comparable to Texas.
Okay.
Yeah, because Austria is pretty fucking huge.
Yeah, Texas is the biggest state in our country. It's not? Or Oregon is?
Right now, off the top of my head, I want to say either California or Alaska. Alaska is definitely larger than Texas.
Yeah, Alaska. California, it looks smaller than Texas if you really look at the map. But I could be wrong.
Yeah, no. I don't know.
But California is huge.
Yeah, California is massive. It's massive as I would say probably California is probably like
Second.
2.5 Alaskas maybe.
I think it's Alaska, then goes Texas, then goes California, then goes Oregon, Pennsylvania, New York.
I feel like we're forgetting one or two.
Probably
Florida.
Florida is, you can fit 2 jerseys in Florida.
Well, you forgot that there's like a decent amount of people that live in like swamp area too.
Yeah.
But then that's also Louisiana too. I don't know. Some of those places I haven't visited and I can't really gauge them. Like upstate New York, definitely one of them. Texas, absolutely. California, yes. Alaska, yes. Pennsylvania.
Yes, that's why I said Pennsylvania.
Yeah, definitely Pennsylvania.
And Oregon. No, not Oregon. Washington.
Yeah, I would say
Washington.
Yeah, Washington. No, Montana.
Montana is huge.
Yeah.
Montana is huge, actually.
I would say if you combine the Dakotas, then yes.
Yeah. That would have been the biggest state if you combine both of them.
I mean, it's the biggest fucking just
flat.
You can see the other side of the fucking state.
Miles.
You shoot a gun in a straight line, that's killing someone.
Stop. It's not funny. It's not funny. But who would have fucking
laughing?
I was laughing. That's why I said it's not funny, because it's the way you said it, bro. It's the he was like, yo, you could deadass shoot a gun, it'll go straight and it'll kill somebody. Because it's going miles down.
You let a balloon go, it'll hit the back of your head.
That shit said it has no elevation. It's just straight.
Literally.
Yeah.
Now, on a serious note, they also have the like very bad like depression up there because it's just like nothing.
No,
it's all farm.
I wouldn't be up there. I'm sorry.
I would actually be amazed what kind of like nightlife they got up there. Although I know that they have like addiction up there, addiction problem, because there's nothing around. I would say probably like the same thing, kind of like Alaska almost.
But Alaska, you could see there's places to go and see. I feel like there's way more.
That same argument could be said for Hawaii too.
I mean, Hawaii is beautiful, bro.
Huge drug problem amongst the locals.
Coyote and stuff like that, probably.
What?
Coyote.
That's a drug problem.
Yeah, that's one of the drugs, bro. So coyote is ain't like back in the days type of drug. It's like weed and mushroom. It's a hallucinant.
Bitch. You're confusing cultures.
Oh shit.
First off, you got the name wrong. It's peyote.
Peyote.
I was like coyote. I'm like, they don't got fucking.
Look at that. Listen, people make mistakes. All right.
Wait, hold on. Talking about what first?
You said drug problems.
No, where?
Hawaii.
And also where? What was the other place I mentioned?
South and North Dakota.
Yes. Okay. I was just because as soon as you said coyotes, I was like, wait, does Hawaii have coyotes?
Peyotes.
No, I was thinking about
coyotes.
The animal.
Oh
yeah.
no, they don't. They actually don't.
That's why I was thinking so hard. I was so thrown off.
They actually don't, and it's insane. Like, but you gotta understand, it's an island as well. So I don't see that happening. I see more like wolves, probably.
Definitely snakes.
Definitely snakes.
Actually, I could have swore I heard somewhere that they don't.
They don't have wolves?
Snakes.
Oh, snakes?
Does Hawaii have snakes? I'm sure they do. Yeah, they do. I don't know why the fuck I thought I heard that somewhere. I was probably the dumbest thing I could have said.
I feel like there's snakes everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. All right. Next. Fauci. Fauci has been in front of Senate. And it did not go well for either Fauci nor the Senate people that were there.
starting off with, there was only one Democrat there.
Listen, you got to understand there's more Republicans in the Senate right now than Democrats.
There was only one Democrat there, and he didn't even ask a fucking question.
Let's see.
It's just this clip is like the most jaw-dropping moments.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're gonna watch all of it, but there's a few that I would love to be like the first one or two, and it is fucking.
You're good.
How long is it?
4 minutes long.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, why not?
No. I wish you know what's going on because.
Oops, my bad.
Who the do you think you were for doing that?
Anthony Fauci's Senate committee hearing on COVID-19 was bound to be full of heated moments and fiery questioning. But what actually unfolded shocked senators and viewers alike. Here are the 5 most jaw-dropping moments. Fauci, the former head of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, stunned the panel and millions of Americans watching when he pleaded the fifth over and over again during the hearing.
Given Senator Paul's obvious obsession with calling for my prosecution, his repeated slanderous comments about me, the only conclusion I can reach is that the sole reason he is calling me before this committee is to get me to say something, anything that could vindicate his repeated public pledges that I end up, in his words, quote, behind bars. Under the advice of my attorneys, I will invoke my right under the Fifth Amendment of the Constitution to refrain from answering your questions. Thank you.
Fauci went on to invoke the Fifth Amendment 111 times, whether being pressed on COVID or questions as simple as, what day of the week is it? Fauci's attorney, David Schertler, sat next to the former COVID-19 czar during the testy hearing and repeatedly tried to speak up after Senator Rand Paul suggested his client would face repercussions for refusing to answer questions. Schertler ignored Paul's repeated warnings that he was not authorized to speak until finally Paul...
Yeah.
It takes 90 seconds for this NASA-engineered AC cool down your room. It's smaller than a toaster, cools any room in 90 seconds, and uses just a fraction of the energy of a regular AC.
Senator Alling.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Well, nothing says like taking the fifth, huh, Doc? Let's try something. What day of the week is it today?
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution.
What color tie are you wearing?
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution.
What color is the carpet in front of you?
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution.
Let's just get one thing straight. You don't have any rights under the Fifth Amendment because you've been pardoned, as you very well know. As the Supreme Court has been clear for a century and more, Brown versus Walker, 1896, when he has been pardoned, he may not stand upon his privilege. You know that. Your lawyers sitting behind you now shifting nervously in their chairs. They know it. This isn't about the Constitution. This isn't about the law. This is about contempt. Contempt for this body and contempt for the American people. But I think I know why you're doing it. It's because you don't want to answer questions. It's because you did all kinds of terrible things. It's because during the pandemic, you got rich, didn't you? You got rich while people were dying, hundreds of thousands of Americans, over 1 million in the end, and you were getting rich. And not only were you doing that, you were using federal employees with taxpayer money to apply for and solicit cash prizes for you personally. Cash prizes totaling over $1 million. You did all of that during the pandemic, didn't you? That's a question.
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution.
You remember Greg Folkers? Who was that?
By the way, his lawyer is the like number one like scumbag criminal lawyer to get that like everyone says if you're in like deep shit you hire this guy to get you out of it.
Yeah.
And he was like he was sitting right next to him at the hearing, and Rand Paul was yelling at him because first off he was never invited there to talk, and he started talking to the Senate, and so Rand Paul was like, if you keep this up, I'm gonna fucking throw you out of here. Not literally word for word, but and so he kept talking and interrupting, and so Rand Paul had security throw his ass out. He's like, you wouldn't act like this in front of a courtroom, so what makes you think you could do that here?
Is there film on that part?
Yeah, there should be. Where is it? Let's type this in. Rand Paul.
Yeah, right there. Kicks
the lawyer. Yeah. 3 minutes. Shorter one, 2. Here we go.
Never, and I mean never say sorry.
That's not Rand Paul.
It was a gift. I resented it for 3 weeks. Then I filled the bowl with water, dropped the grapes in, and I
know. I
wasn't ready for that. I watched my daughter eat half a bowl of grapes this morning before I used it. Just rinse them.
So, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to hear what the attorney has to say.
Here we go.
He is not recognized by the committee or the chair. If he speaks again, he will be removed from the room. This testimony is from Anthony Fauci. This is not a game with his lawyers. He can advise. His lawyers can give him advice. He's got a half dozen here. They're all allowed to talk to him.
Yes.
All right? But the attorneys are not recognized. In fact, the attorney was told not to sit at the table, and he's not obeying that recommendation. There's a row behind you, sir. That's where you were told to sit, and you're not. And now you're disrupting the proceedings. And so, look, this is the way Anthony Fauci wants to be remembered, for a lawyer not listening to the rules. That's the way you want to be remembered, and that's what you're going to do. You are not recognized, sir. Security, please remove him from the room.
They removed the guy.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top.
The law, bro.
Right?
What the fuck you doing?
How fucking crazy is that? Like, first of all, why the hell would anyone like?
I really don't have much to say, but yo, somebody in higher authority just told you to move from where you're at and do not speak up because it's not about you.
Also, this is about the fucking pandemic, and we're looking for answers, and a lawyer's like coming in. Like, this isn't a courtroom, and first of all, he's been pardoned, so there's no reason for a fucking lawyer to be there
at all. Unless you really did something that.
But here's the cool thing that's happening right now. Thanks to Florida and a few other states, since they can't do anything federally, they're going after Fauci state-wise, saying that they put the citizens, the economy, and whatever of the state in jeopardy and in harm's way by hiding true information, making up medical shit because they were the ones that were like, no, people can go outside. That's stupid. Like, they still had people outside, restaurants going on outside as long as it was like outdoor seating.
Yeah. I feel like that's what ruined Jersey and New York's economy because of the lockdown.
Yeah. 100%. Because
we made people like Amazon, Uber, and stuff like that richer because we couldn't go outside.
Well, not gonna lie,
FedEx,
also for
UPS, all these companies that are like logistical, they made the profit more than we did.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And I'm not hating on them. Like, yeah, you guys had to keep running because what are we gonna eat? what are we gonna go?
Don't mind me. There's one more thing I want to look up. Wait. Okay, good. So the next thing. Oh, you were telling me a tiny thing about this, but this is something you really want to fucking look into.
Oh yeah.
So what's this thing about the Kandahar giant?
Bro,
sorry, Kandahar giants.
Yeah, giants. They supposedly they found a tomb that in Afghanistan in one of the mountains that it was a mission, right? And they went in there, and the people, the soldiers that went in there first all died. They all died by this giant, and they found their skeletals.
Oh, I heard a little bit about this. This was something like they went into some kind of cave or whatever.
Yes.
But why were the soldiers there though?
They thought it was the enemy there. Like whoever they were fighting.
Was this back in looking for Bin Laden?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So this is when they first came across it?
The first time they came across it after 1940s, 1950s.
Oh shit, okay. So what? These giants are what? Is it a scare tactic or what are they?
They're actual giants, huge humanoids, huge. They're at least 8 to 9 feet tall.
So what, they think it's some kind of previous species or whatever the fuck you would call it?
So they said that it's connected to biblical time, before everything happened. Before, we're talking about when Adam and Eve was here, and there was supposedly angels that got humans pregnant, female humans pregnant, and that's how they was created as giants, because of the different bloodstream. So
interesting.
So this giant, right? Going back to that story,
yeah.
The backup soldiers that were there looking for, the enemy troops and stuff, they actually ran into the giant and they ended up killing him. And this pilot that carried had a cargo plane and stuff like that, they told him to come, and it's a secret op and stuff like that. There's no pictures being taken, there's nothing.
Right.
And all he smelled when he landed and all was that dead flesh, It was just death.
Oh, that's all they smelled down there?
Yeah, that's all they was smelling down there. And there were soldiers that were bringing the cargo inside the cargo plane, measuring the feet, and the feet were 3 times as big as a normal human's feet.
Jesus Christ. So what, is the government trying to hide it or something, or?
Yeah, so supposedly, rituals and worshiping different things.
Yeah.
So giants are supposed to be, quote unquote, worshiping Lucifer and this the devil and everything.
I don't see the correlation though.
I don't know where they got this. Most of the information, I still am looking for research because I just heard it 2 days ago.
Okay.
So
I was gonna say, I'm this sounds plausible, and then in that last part, I was
yeah. So
I don't. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know if that was you misheard or something.
Yeah, I probably misheard him, but
that's still interesting though.
But when he was doing that, yeah, it smelled so bad, and he said it looked like he was at least 10 to 11 feet tall, the whole body.
Damn. I couldn't really imagine a person that large. Like,
but let's hear what this soldier has to say. He probably has a little bit more better information than I do. So.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so I think this dude is telling like a story.
We're not going to listen to all of it. We're listening to a little part. Even though it's 3 minutes long.
You were in Afghanistan in 2002, and you were called into a very remote section of Afghanistan because a patrol had basically gone missing.
Exactly.
Okay.
Well, just around nothing
for miles.
Right.
So very remote.
Yeah, very remote. So we flew in. About 4 kilometers. We're hiking through the same area where they were supposed to make one of their checkpoints, one of their rally points. And before we left, there was all kinds of what happened with the ambush. That was even odd because at point of ambush, we call for maybe close air support, something. Okay, there was no calls made, just off the grid. So we're coming down a mountainside, and it was a nice path, to go path. As we bent around this corner, you could see this opening of the cave. There's a cave as we're coming around. And then I see there's a lot of rocks, which is another oddity, and then bone matter. When I'm not close enough to identify what kind of bones, but I did see something I knew was a piece of our communications equipment. So instantly, we're thinking ambush, maybe animal, could be anything. And there was enough room in front of this cave, but it had a sheer drop-off. But there was enough room that we actually got into a decent dispersal in case of ambush.
You see something coming out of the cave, and it's moving with a speed and agility that catches you off guard. Everybody.
And he comes out.
What kind of reimagining is this?
It was a man at least 12 to 15 feet. This is a monster. Red beard, then his hair was long past the shoulder, a scarlet red, and Dan runs at him, starts shooting, which broke all of us into the house, as it was so real.
Now your training is kicking in.
Oh yeah, okay. Muscle memory, complete muscle memory.
What the fuck? Muscle memory?
While Dan is moving at him, another bro of mine's laying down fire, and I start firing. He skewers Dave. He's now got him on this pike. It went through him. And he's still got him, and he's coming after more. We all just clicked in. I don't know what it was, but I remember we're all like, shoot him in the face, shoot him in the face. Our weapons components were in force. Probably we had 308s, and we had Barrett.
I didn't see this part.
This is sounding longer than it took. We're talking 30 seconds. And he's taking multiple hits, and it's still moving.
He talks about... There we go.
Bro.
God damn, what?
Yeah, this is what I was talking about. Like, it was...
So it's some kind of like unknown or forgotten species that, I don't know, the government's trying to hide because of whatever reason.
Yeah.
Okay. Plausible. I mean,
it's just interesting because we all knew like there were giants before. And I feel like that's what
people have said, like the giant. Yeah, I was gonna say people have seen said they've seen things like giants, like and all this stuff.
I think our giants is Bigfoots. Like that's what we thought it was.
Well, it's probably we thought it was fully fur because we saw that they just saw the fucking beard.
Yeah,
and also they may. Probably because they were just like behind a tree, so they're like, "Oh, I see more fur," but they could have just been playing tricks on them.
Yep.
Shit. It'd be cool to meet a giant.
It'd be dope. Imagine having the questions like, "Yo," just looking up like, "Yo, what's up, dude?"
But what would be the benefits of that, though?
I don't know.
Guaranteed, their joints are fucked up.
I feel like this is the other conspiracy of mine, and now that I think about it, 12 to 15 feet tall, bro, and they're close to Egypt and stuff. So do you think they built the pyramids instead of humans?
When I heard that podcast, I thought the exact same thing. Like, oh, the giants were the ones that picked up those massive stones.
It had to be.
They're the only ones that could drag it that much.
Yes.
Also, what about those hieroglyphics? How come the gods are so much taller than regular people?
That's
and maybe at the time all those masks were the actual like carving of whatever ritual masks the fucking giants had.
Yeah, because supposedly.
But then, if there were people that big and they built a pyramid, what would be the purpose of the pyramid?
What is the purpose? I think the purpose of the pyramid was more for like tombs and stuff like that.
Well, I don't think we've got to dig up all of it though.
You know, there's a whole other part underneath the pyramids, right?
And all those columns with like stairs on it or whatever.
Yes, it goes like hundreds of feet down.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of, well, not really speaking of it. The DOJ dropped fucking Biden's secret tapes from him and his book person, and it shows one that before he became president that his mind was fucking gone, meaning like as VP.
Okay.
And then also the fact that there was some crucial shit that he gave to his book guy. Let's pull this up. Here we go.
In tonight, following the release of more than 70 hours of audio recordings former President Joe Biden had once fought to keep private. The audio is from a series of interviews conducted with his ghostwriter, assisting him with his memoir in 2017, made public by the Oversight Project. That's a branch of the conservative think tank, the Heritage Foundation, with conversations that include multiple references to classified information he apparently had stored in his home despite being between his years serving as vice president and
remember
president.
all those boxes that were in his garage? Yeah, those are all classified documents.
Okay. I'm not sure. So this was early on in 2009. I just found all the classified stuff downstairs.
He found it in 2009, so he knew about it. But
Spokesperson tonight stating in part, quote, President Biden's conversations for a book a decade ago that discussed his late son are private and were provided to the Department of Justice on the express condition they stay that way. Reversing course and making them public is just the latest example of this administration weaponizing the DOJ for political retribution.
So let me give you three numbers. 28, 99.
It's crazy. Here we go.
The first time we're hearing former President Biden discuss alleged classified documents in his possession before he was elected in 2020. Newly released recordings offer a look at the former president as he worked on a memoir. WJJ reports.
News stations.
Some of this may be classified, so be careful.
The newly released audio recordings reveal that in 2016 and 2017, as then former Vice President Biden was writing a memoir, he told his ghostwriter, Mark Zwanitzer, on several occasions that he had classified documents in his possession. Biden said this in reference to volumes of notes he kept in his home.
I just found all the classified stuff downstairs.
Biden would later publicly criticize President Trump for his handling of classified material after classified documents were discovered at Mar-a-Lago.
How that could possibly happen, how anyone could be that irresponsible.
The Biden tapes were first referenced by special counsel Robert Hur in a 2024 report that summarized Hur's investigation of Biden's handling of classified materials after classified documents were found in Biden's home and private office. As part of the probe, Hur interviewed Biden in 2022 and ultimately did not recommend charges, in part arguing the jury would not convict, likely viewing Biden as, quote, a sympathetic, well-meaning elderly man with a poor memory. Hur described Biden in these older audio recordings as exhibiting, quote, diminished faculties.
I was going to ask you something else. Oh, gosh. I can't think what it is.
President Biden had previously denied sharing classified information. A spokesman tells CBS News, quote, President Biden's conversations for a book a decade ago that discussed his late son are private and were provided to the Department of Justice on the express condition that they stay that way. The statement goes on to say that reversing course and making them public is just the latest example of this administration weaponizing the DOJ for political retribution.
For Joe Biden.
Weijia Jiang, CBS News, the White House.
He doesn't know where the fuck he is.
Half the time.
All the time now. Bro, there's like recent videos of him, what do you call it, being around in the public area.
Yeah.
And dude, he gotten way fucking worse. Like he literally has zero idea where the fuck he is. It's so bad.
That's why they call him Sleepy Biden.
Sleepy Joe. Oh fuck! I'm almost out of water.
This right here tastes like the popsicle that I said. The one that you break in half as a kid. You know which one I'm talking about?
You break them in half, you monster.
You know which one I'm talking about, right? The one that you could just crack in the middle.
Yeah, the tube one.
Yeah.
Yeah. You would crack that in half, you monster?
Yes.
What is wrong with you?
Why wouldn't you?
You cut the fucking top off and you eat that whole thing.
You break it in half. It's easier than cut it from.
Why would you break it in half?
Because it's easier to eat it if you break it in half, bro.
No. But then they're both melting.
Okay.
Why not just cut the top off? You have the whole tube itself, and then bam, you're good.
No,
you just slide it up.
Nah, no, it's not those. Not the ones. It's the ones that are like circle tubes, like rounder tubes.
The push pops?
No, not the push pops. So it had it looked like the Kool-Aid like snappable ones.
Okay.
You know which one I'm talking about? The old Kool-Aids that.
Yeah, I know those Kool-Aids. Yeah, I know.
So it had something like that on top, like skinny, and then it got like thicker than skinny in the middle, then thick again in the bottom. So those I used to like break in half.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
I've never heard of those. You got to pull it up.
Hold on. Let me see if I can look for it.
Because I'm telling you, I was an ice cream fan, and I don't remember those things. They're a tiny, skinny little thing? Try typing in like keywords or something.
I'm trying to find it right here. All right, these.
Why would you crack it in half?
You see the middle part?
No, I know. Why?
Because it's thinner in the bottom. So anyways, it's gonna.
What do you mean it's thinner in the bottom?
Like you can't push the ones in the like. So if you break it from here, right?
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to push these down because the tube is small in the middle.
Yeah, but when you're done with the first half, you just crack that off.
No, I just crack it off in the beginning and just eat one side first. And then it will still be frozen by the time I finish the first one.
I've never had these.
Yeah, I had them a lot as a kid.
I
haven't had that in years, but yeah, these were one of them.
Those look foreign to me. Okay. All right. Well, actually, I don't want to do that one. So let's just end off with this. Curious.
Okay.
Not bad.
What was the last one?
Last one?
Oh,
so the DNC, in case that anyone that's wondering, the DNC has gone broke. And anyone that's wondering what is the DNC, well, let's let this guy tell you all about it. He's some YouTuber, but he's not really paid for by anyone, so he's also independent.
Okay.
I don't watch him that much, but every once in a while, he gives his own spin on shit.
No one is donating to Democrat causes. I think that maybe we're being psyoped right now as to how bad things really are. Democrat Party net favorability, 2018 versus
the Democrat
today.
Party net favorability. Back in 2018, when Democrats were able to take control of the House, they were actually on the plus side of the ledger. They were actually in positive territory at plus 1 point. Look now in 2026. We're not just talking down there underneath the Potomac. We're talking down there with the Titanic. We're talking 24 points underwater. And this is just the party overall. This isn't the congressional leadership. This is the party. The party. It's just a terrible, terrible, terrible brand.
It's not even
terrible brand. How bad is it?
Trump and the Republicans take the cake. They are trusted by 2 points on run. Now, one poll is one thing, but you put the two of them together and you can see that the American people, simply put, are not buying what Democrats are selling on Iran. They still trust Republicans more, even if you look at President Trump's approval ratings on the subject, and they're -2. But yet, Republicans and Trump still more trusted than Democrats are in Iran.
Has there been any change over time?
No, and this is even more surprising, right? You might think, okay, as the war has gone on and on and on, you might think, hey, the Democrats would be gaining ground in terms of trust that the American people would give them on Iran. If anything, it's the opposite. It's the opposite. Trust Democrats or Republicans more than Iran. In April, according to a Washington Post Ipsos poll, the Democrats were more trusted by 2 points. Again, close margin, no clear leader. But look where the shift has been. If anything, the shift has been in the Republican direction.
So any of that news that people are saying that oh, Trump.
Would you look at this new Cook Political Report, which is famous for being left-wing, actually. 2026 mid-decade redistricting has yielded a House map that's more Republican and less elastic. We're out here with our new scores. Shows that now Democrats need to win 77 seats in the R+5 to D+5 range. That's 74% of the win for a House majority.
57 of the 77.
Incredible shrinking swing seat showing Democrats are not doing well as a party, and neither do their own financials show that. DNC loses nearly $29,000 to a scammer posing as Chairman Ken Martin. Okay. DNC lost $29,000 to a scammer email. The Democrat National Committee lost $29,000 to an email scammer posing as the newly installed chairman, Ken Martin, according to a report. The committee scammed out of new money in February 2025, according to a report based on an interview with party officials previously unreported. They lost $29,000. The unknown party, an unknown party sent a fraudulent email to the DNC staffer pretending to be Ken Martin, who had to take over as chairman days after February 1st. The staffer made a payment. The staffer was no longer with the committee. The DNC officials said the error was caught within minutes for fraud. DNC paid big bucks to emails. Crown Prince of Nigeria emailing you directly asking for help. Don't help. The jokes write themselves, dude. We should totally let these people run the country again. DNC doesn't pretend to be good with money. They just look at you like this. Veep is a documentary. Democrat voters lost $1.5 billion to a scammer named Kamala Harris. Ooh.
Well,
DNC puts its...
That's not the right one I want to see. DNC chaos. Best and worst. No. I need a quick one. Where the fuck is it? Oh yeah, here they are.
Hello, my name is Adam Ferrari.
Don't refresh. It's almost done.
The best and worst human foods for dogs.
Habit.
Blueberries.
9.
Avocados. Banana.
Look, I'm not a man of science, but you seem incredibly passed away. But it's good to see you. Good day, mate. There's nothing that'll bring me back to life faster than a big bag of marble cash. Oh, you had to get all noble and die for real. God.
This is your lack honesty and integrity. A reference to Americans. I believe it. It's true. But before, Mark Levin and Lindsey Graham go get their special socks, okay, let me explain what I mean by that. This bomb that has been deployed against us is the terrorist element that is baked into the bones of the 20 million criminal aliens that are here illegally residing among us.
You see this shit?
That are here to do illegal acts.
800 million contracts
that are potential
to a home
terrorist sleeper cells. We know as a matter of fact, they are already here. That bomb is already created, and it's ready to explode.
Through bribery.
We've already seen the devastation in places like Los Angeles, where foreign mercenary armies are marching the streets, burning, killing, and attacking our military. That's an invasion. That is more prescient than Iran. Okay? And I'm not making...
But yeah, anyway, the DNC, the Democratic National Convention, like the money they would have to put behind a, what do you call it, a candidate to run for president, they have no fucking money. They have zero money. I don't know what happened to it, but they're like significantly in debt. And then also the fact that, what was it? Their like head donors aren't paying anything for them. And then also half of the Democrats are starting to agree with the socialism. So they're starting to go that way. And the Fauci numbers, AOC is projected right now as being the runner for the Democrats for president. And Newsom fucking dropped off.
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah.
He's hated on the East Coast.
Oh.
Well, is it him?
Newsom?
I thought it was Newsom. Who's hated in
Newsom's West Coast.
Yeah, he's
AOC is New York.
No, but he came over here to win some polls, and he lost all of them because nobody likes him. Because they see what's going on in California.
Oh, yeah. But the thing is, what do you call it? AOC's been going out more west, and she's been fucking picking up speed out there.
Yeah, because nobody likes him on the West Coast either.
Well, it's not that. It's the fact that the Republicans have a problem with like facing like affordability. Because I'll say the thing about the Republican
capitalistic.
The Republican politicians is that they think that if the stock market is doing good, then everyone's doing good. Because these are guys that have money, right?
Yeah.
And what do guys that have money do that are smart? They put it in the stock market. Henceforth, if they think the stock market's doing well, then the country must be doing well. Well, no, that's not exactly the point.
All right. This is to educate people. All right. Listen, if you have some money left over after paying all your bills, put them in the stock, bro, because they really do work, and you will get a lot of returns back.
Yeah. But it's crazy though. They have zero money. But what's also funny is that they're in the negatives, and then what is it? I want to say they're like negative like 2 million or something like that. The DNC,
And then the Republican National Convention, they have 130 million like saved up right now, which is kind of funny, don't you think? I like the Republicans know how to save and the Democrats just fucking spend. Yeah. But yeah, so not only do they not have a front runner at the moment for the DNC, but also they're broke. So they're going to have to try and revamp their way back, or they're going to have to bend the knee to socialism, but like half the party doesn't want that. So it's like, what happens?
I say we stay a capitalistic country and don't go to socialism. Because socialism is just the beginning of communism.
Do you think that somehow that at one point the half of the Democrats that don't want socialism end up becoming reasonable and just flip to the Republican Party?
If they do, now we know the truth.
I'm not sure if I would trust that, because depending on who would do it. But I mean, if they're reasonable, I wouldn't mind them coming over. Or if anything, even them going to independent.
So if
they'd probably go to independent before Republican.
So if they do become Republican, they're probably going to push more affordability into the Republican Party. So I accept that. They probably push more.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, the more I think about it, the more I like even don't trust it or want to change it, because like even if they try to do some like affordability act, they're just gonna push their own shit into it anyway. So like you got to take the money out of DC with like getting rid of the lobbyists, if anything.
I understand that, but if you think about it, they wouldn't be able to push their own thing just because it's a party decision. It's not only their decision.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. It seems like a fucking revolving door that like never ends with this shit, only because of the fact that like, yeah, it's just a fucking cesspool, DC. I don't even know if we'll ever get to a time where it's like actually run how it's supposed to be.
Yeah. Well, you gotta understand, we're at that half point when stuff starts changing in like empires like us.
Well, socialism always tries to make a play, but it like it never works out. And I've already started seeing clips on Instagram about some politician already campaigning about not voting for Hochul this like upcoming election, whichever one it is.
Yeah.
And because if they vote in the other guy and not Hochul, then like Mandami has no power then. I mean, a lot of those rich people are just moving out, so everyone that's been living there is just everyone that can't afford shit is going to end up paying all the taxes anyway. Like that's just how that shit works.
Yeah.
The rich people are smart with money and know how to save and put their stuff in other places because they read books and not negotiate. What's the word I'm looking for? God damn it! Why can't I think about it?
Communicate?
Connect?
Connect?
Yeah, sure. Let's go connect. Wasn't the exact word I was thinking of.
Connect, communicate, like
correlate.
Yeah.
Did you say correlate?
They could correlate with the book. Like they could implement stuff from what they learned and put it out.
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know where my mind was going on that.
I don't know. I was just trying to find a word. So like,
I lost what I was doing. I forgot my train of thought.
But That's about it.
That's all for tonight. Thank you for hopping in on our news update. I was gonna say Wednesday, but it's Friday.
It's Friday.
Yeah,
it's
holy
Friday.
shit! Thank God for that.
Yo, it's a weekend.
Catch us for our episode tomorrow night with all the boys here, and we will see you then. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, check out our other videos. We are hopefully going to be more consistent with the news ones, so stay tuned for that, but be optimistic.
Yeah, very optimistic. Work be killing me sometimes.
Yeah, for real.
All right, bro.
All right, everyone. That's all for tonight.
And remember to tell a friend.
To tell a friend.
To tell a friend.
To tell a friend.
All right. Have a good night, guys.
Later.